Being a bouncer seems like a cool job, right? You're the gatekeeper of the party, standing at the entrance with a stone cold expression, scanning IDs, deciding who gets in and who gets bounced. You imagine yourself as a mix between The Rock and Batman, enforcing justice, keeping the peace, and handling troublemakers with ease. You think it's going to be all power, respect, and free drinks. That's adorable. In reality, being a bouncer sucks. Because instead of feeling like an elite guardian of the nightlife scene, you're more like a babysitter for drunk adults who make terrible decisions. If you think drunk idiots, entitled VIPs, and wannabe tough guys sound like fun to deal with for 8 hours a night, then congrats, you're built differently. But for everyone else, let's break down why this job is an absolute nightmare. You'd think that a job that involves breaking up fights, throwing out aggressive drunks, and occasionally dodging broken beer bottles would come with a decent paycheck. Wrong. Most bouncers barely make above minimum wage. For a job that literally requires you to put yourself in danger every shift, you'd expect at least hazard pay, solid benefits, or even a decent hourly rate. But no, your reward for dealing with the worst people imaginable isn't a respectable salary. It's a paycheck so small, you'll be lucky if it covers your gym membership and a protein shake. But hey, maybe you can make up for it in tips, right? Wrong again. Bartenders showered in tips. Waitresses tipped all night. DJs, drunk people practically throw money at them. You? You're just a wall in a black t-shirt. The only thing people give you is a hard time. The bartenders are raking it in. The VIP section is making it rain. And meanwhile, you're standing by the door wondering if you should start charging people for emotional damage. Oh, but wait, some places do offer benefits, which is just a fancy way of saying you get a free drink at the end of your shift. Ah, yes, because after dealing with sweaty, violent, drunken morons all night, the perfect reward is a lukewarm beer. Not hazard pay, not health insurance, a free drink. You can't even enjoy it because by the time your shift is over, you're too tired to function and just want to go home. So, yeah, hope you really love standing outside a club in the freezing cold for $12 an hour because that's all you're getting. A normal job comes with some degree of professionalism. Being a bouncer, you're dealing with society's most unfiltered, chaotic, barely functioning members. Let's start with the fake ID army. Every night, you'll have to deal with fresh-faced teenagers who think changing the birth year on their cousin's old driver's license makes them a criminal mastermind. They always act shocked when you catch them, like you haven't seen the same terrible fake ID 1,000 times before. And then comes the whining. Dude, come on, I'm literally 21. Oh yeah? Then why does your ID say you were born in 2006? This is so unfair. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that security laws don't apply to you, Chad. My bad. And then you get the entitled VIP wannabes. The ones who roll up with zero reservation but expect to be treated like they're Leonardo DiCaprio. Do you know who I am? No. And I don't care. I know the owner. Congratulations. So do I. Still not getting in. And then there's the bribers. Because obviously everyone has a price. And apparently mine is $20 and a half-smoked cigarette. Bro, I'll give you 20 if you just let us skip the line. Oh, wow, a whole $20. That'll really make up for the fact that I'll get fired when my boss sees me letting random idiots in. And then you get to deal with the out-of-control drunks. These people have the physical coordination of a newborn giraffe and the logic of a potato. They will argue with walls, stumble into traffic, and insist they're fine, even though they just threw up on their own shoes. And when you try to kick them out, oh, now they want to fight. That's right. The same guy who just struggled to walk in a straight line for 5 seconds is now convinced he's the final boss in a UFC match. You could be twice their size and fully sober, but something about being wasted gives people main character energy. I can take you, bro. Sure you can. That's why you're currently swaying like a palm tree in a hurricane. And if they do start swinging, congratulations. Now you have to deal with the police reports, paperwork, and possibly explaining why you had to choke out a dude wearing cargo shorts and flip-flops. If you ever wanted to hear the worst lies told with full confidence, become a bouncer. Drunk people lie for sport. And the best part, they actually believe they're being convincing. You'll catch a guy throwing a punch in full view of security cameras, and when you go to kick him out, he looks you dead in the eye and says, "I wasn't fighting." Buddy, you still have a broken beer bottle in one hand and someone's wig in the other. Please explain to me how that just happened by accident. Or the classic, "I swear I only had one drink." Right. And by one drink, you mean an entire fishbowl of vodka, 6 tequila shots, and a sip from a random stranger's Long Island iced tea. Or my personal favorite, "I didn't do anything wrong," said by the guy who just got caught peeing in the hallway. Like, sir, we are making eye contact right now. You are literally midstream. But if there's one thing more ridiculous than the drunk lies, it's the stubbornly rejected. This is the guy who got denied entry for being too drunk, underage, or just a general nuisance. You tell them that they're not getting in. They leave. And then, 5 minutes later, they come back in a different shirt. Oh, wow, a disguise genius. Because obviously, I have the memory of a goldfish, and changing your shirt makes you an entirely new person. Sometimes they'll switch hats, take off their jacket, or suddenly wear sunglasses indoors, as if that's gonna completely throw me off their scent. And when that fails, they try to sneak in through the side door, through the kitchen entrance. Some even attempt to bribe the coat check girl to look the other way, while they crawl through a bathroom window like a raccoon breaking into a restaurant dumpster. What's your plan, genius? Pop out the bathroom stall and hope nobody notices that you weren't here 2 minutes ago? And when all else fails, they'll beg. Grown adults standing outside, pleading like toddlers. Because you didn't let them in with their expired ID, fake VIP story, and their "but I swear I'm cool" attitude. I've had people offer me money, offer to buy me drinks, and on multiple occasions offer to let me meet their hot friend if I just let them in. Buddy, this isn't The Bachelor. You're not negotiating your way with a half-hearted wingman deal. At this point, you're embarrassing yourself. Just go home. Being a bouncer isn't just standing at the door looking tough. Oh no, you're also a therapist. Every night, some drunk, heartbroken wreck will latch onto you, spilling their tragic love story while swaying dangerously close to face planting. You don't care. You never care. But that won't stop them from gripping your arm, staring deep into your soul, and slurring, "She was the one, man." You're a babysitter. Drunk people forget how to function. They forget how to walk, talk, or sit in a chair without falling over. They spill drinks on themselves and then blame physics. You will have to physically stop a grown adult from trying to ride a bar stool like a mechanical bull. Your security, breaking up fights, stopping people from stealing drinks, stealing chairs, and occasionally stealing each other's shoes. You'll witness guys who couldn't open a peanut butter jar 5 minutes ago. Suddenly, they think they're professional MMA fighters. They throw one sloppy punch, immediately regret it, and now it's your problem. And then, just when you think you've seen it all, you're a janitor. Because nothing says "I love my job" like cleaning up someone else's tequila-fueled stomach explosion. And when the last drunk has been dragged out, and the floor is covered in spilled drinks, shattered dignity, and the occasional lost wig, you get to do it all again tomorrow. So after terrible pay, ungrateful customers, constant fights, and dealing with people who can't even stand up straight, why do people still become bouncers? Some do it for the stories, because let's be real, no other job gives you this level of entertainment. Where else can you see a guy try to bribe his way with a Pokemon card? A woman attempt to order an Uber from a parking meter. A full-grown man insists he's fine while his pants are around his ankles. Some do it for the respect, because yeah, people treat you like crap all night. But when things go south, you're the one keeping people safe. And some do it just for the fun of it, because deep down, there's something satisfying about watching an entitled idiot get exactly what they deserve. Still, being a bouncer, it sucks. But hey, at least it's a free show every night. And if you thought bouncing was bad, wait till you see how this job is even worse. Trust me, you won't believe what they have to deal with. Click here to find out.